An Alabama mom is keeping her 14-year-old son out of school because his school won't follow her medical directive. Alex, you see, has a terminal heart condition and he's getting hospice care. His mom, Renee Hoover, has an advance directive not to resuscitate him if his heart stops. The district's special education director says staff is going to do what they do in any medical emergency. Attorney Randy Zelin is here. So, Randy, when we're talking about what the school is required to do, here's a kid whose doctors say he's not going to get better. He's under hospice care. He's going to die. His mom is saying, do not go and use your automatic defibrillator on him if his heart stops. Don't call 911. Don't send him to the hospital. The hospital is a horrible place for this kid to be. Why isn't the school legally required to follow her directives? After all, schools follow medical directives from parents all the time about when to give their kids medicine, when to, what kind of medical requirements they need when they're at school.
It is the age of this particular child that makes this case even more unique. I mean, putting aside for the moment the gut-wrenching facts, he is only 14 years old. In Alabama, the cutoff is 18. So anyone below 18, there's no such thing as an advanced medical directive, a do-not-resuscitate order. So the school's position, if nothing else, is, wait a second, he's too young for us to even have to address this, so therefore we can ignore it because the law says we don't have to. He's not old enough to be able to tell us, don't resuscitate me.
And the Alabama Department of Education doesn't even have a policy about this. It has said the school staff has to decide how they're going to handle that. You know, we just had a story on about a 5-year-old who was given a choice by her parents. The next time you're sick, do you want to go to the hospital again, or do you want to go to heaven? And she was able to say what her wishes are, and her parents are supporting that. Now, to complicate this a little further, Alex has autism. We don't know what his capacity for communication is, but a typical 14-year-old would be able to say, no, I don't want any more medical treatment, or yes, I want extreme life-saving measures. And even if he's not of legal age to make the decision, he could at least say what his choices are. Is Alex's autism a complicating factor?
It certainly could be, because it just adds another layer of the inability to understand whether or not this 14-year-old child really appreciates the finality of this decision. Even with an adult, you could be in a situation, and we saw this with the Lamar Odom case, the importance of a DNR, of a healthcare proxy, of directives to the family. But for a 14-year-old to be able to really understand, once you make that decision, if you start slipping away and you can't communicate the fact, wait a second, I changed my mind.
Right.
But you can't say that. You have to have the maturity to understand that before it happens. So with the autism, we don't know even at 14 years of age. Now add to that the autism, whether or not this child truly understands what this decision means.
Randy, it's great to have you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.